sure, here is a love story of 5,000 words titled A Symphony of Hearts. A Symphony of Hearts. Chapter 1, The Prelude. Emily Johnson had always loved the summer festivals in her small town of Maplewood. The festival brought a magical atmosphere, filling the streets with music, laughter, and the scent of cotton candy mixed with the aroma of grilled burgers. Every year, the town square transformed into a lively fairground, complete with a carousel, game booths, and a grand stage for performances. This year, however, was different for Emily. She had just graduated from college and returned home, feeling a mix of excitement and uncertainty about her future. She decided to immerse herself in the festival activities, hoping to clear her mind. As she strolled through the colorful booths, she noticed a sign for a talent show on the main stage. Emily had always loved singing but had never performed in front of a large audience. Encouraged by her best friend, Sarah, she decided to sign up for the talent show. That evening, as the sun began to set and the fairy lights twinkled above, Emily took the stage with her guitar. Her voice, sweet and melodic, filled the air, captivating everyone present. In the crowd, a young man named Daniel was mesmerized by Emily's performance. He was visiting Maplewood for the summer, staying with his aunt and uncle. Daniel, a talented pianist, had been searching for inspiration for his music. As he listened to Emily sing, he felt a connection, a spark that he hadn't felt in a long time. After the show, Daniel approached Emily, introducing himself with a warm smile. "Hi, I'm Daniel. Your performance was incredible. Do you sing professionally?" Emily blushed, shaking her head. "Thank you, Daniel. I just sing for fun. Your words mean a lot to me." They spent the rest of the evening talking, sharing stories about their lives and their love for music. By the end of the night, they felt as though they had known each other for years. Daniel invited Emily to join him at a local cafe the next day, where he often played the piano. Emily agreed, looking forward to their meeting. Chapter 2, The First Movement. The next morning, Emily arrived at the cafe, her heart fluttering with anticipation. She found Daniel at the piano, his fingers dancing gracefully over the keys. The melody he played was beautiful, filled with emotion and passion. Emily stood in awe, captivated by his talent. When Daniel finished, he looked up and saw Emily standing by the door. He smiled and waved her over. "Emily. I'm glad you came. Would you like to sing with me?" Emily nodded eagerly, joining Daniel at the piano. They chose a classic duet, their voices blending perfectly together. As they sang, they felt an undeniable chemistry, a connection that went beyond their music. After their impromptu performance, they sat down with cups of coffee, talking about their dreams and aspirations. Emily shared her desire to pursue a career in music, while Daniel confessed his struggle to find inspiration for his compositions. They agreed to collaborate, hoping to inspire each other and create something beautiful together. Over the next few weeks, Emily and Daniel spent countless hours writing songs and practicing together. They performed at the cafe, attracting a growing audience who adored their music. Their bond grew stronger with each passing day, and they found themselves falling for each other. One evening, after a particularly heartfelt performance, Daniel took Emily's hand. "Emily, I've never felt this way before. You inspire me, not just in music, but in life. I think I'm falling in love with you." Emily's heart skipped a beat. She had been feeling the same way but had been afraid to admit it. "Daniel, I feel the same. I've never been this happy." They shared their first kiss that night, under the twinkling lights of the cafe, their hearts beating in perfect harmony. Chapter 3, The Crescendo. As summer turned to fall, Emily and Daniel's relationship continued to blossom. They were inseparable, their love growing stronger with each passing day. They performed at various venues around Maplewood, gaining a loyal following and making a name for themselves in the local music scene. However, their happiness was soon tested by an unexpected opportunity. Daniel received an offer to study music at a prestigious conservatory in New York City. It was a dream come true, but it also meant leaving Maplewood and Emily behind. Daniel was torn. He didn't want to leave Emily, but he knew this was a once-in-a-lifetime chance. One evening, he sat down with Emily to discuss the situation. "Emily, I've been offered a place at the New York Conservatory of Music. It's an amazing opportunity, but I don't want to leave you," Daniel said, his voice filled with conflict. Emily felt a pang of sadness, but she knew she couldn't hold Daniel back from his dreams. "Daniel, this is your dream. You have to go. We'll make it work, I promise." They decided to try a long-distance relationship, determined to support each other's dreams despite the distance. They promised to stay in touch, visit each other whenever possible, and continue making music together. Chapter 4, The Interlude. The months that followed were challenging for both Emily and Daniel. They missed each other terribly, but they stayed connected through video calls and messages. They collaborated on songs over the internet, their music becoming a lifeline that kept their bond strong. Emily threw herself into her music, performing at local venues and building her career. She missed Daniel every day, but she was determined to support him and make their relationship work. In New York, Daniel thrived at the conservatory, but he often felt lonely without Emily by his side. He poured his emotions into his music, composing beautiful pieces that reflected his love and longing for her. Despite the distance, their love continued to grow. They visited each other whenever they could, cherishing every moment they spent together. Each reunion was bittersweet, filled with joy and the pain of knowing they would soon have to part again. Chapter 5, The Climax. After a year of long-distance love, Daniel faced another major decision. He was offered a job as a music instructor at the conservatory, a position that would secure his future in New York. However, it meant staying away from Emily indefinitely. Daniel was torn once again. He loved Emily deeply, but he also loved his work and the opportunities in New York. He decided to talk to Emily about it, hoping they could find a solution together. "Emily, I've been offered a job here at the conservatory. It's a great opportunity, but I don't know if I can stay away from you any longer," Daniel confessed during one of their video calls. Emily felt her heart break a little, but she knew they had to face this decision together. "Daniel, I love you, and I want you to be happy. Maybe it's time we think about our future and what we really want." They decided to take a break from their long-distance relationship to figure out what they truly wanted. It was a difficult decision, but they knew it was necessary. They agreed to meet in Maplewood for the summer festival, 1 year after they first met, to see if they could find a way to be together. Chapter 6, The Resolution. The summer festival in Maplewood was just as magical as Emily remembered. The town square was filled with music, laughter, and the scent of cotton candy. Emily felt a mix of excitement and nervousness as she waited for Daniel. When Daniel arrived, they embraced tightly, feeling the familiar warmth of each other's presence. They spent the day enjoying the festival, reminiscing about their first meeting and the wonderful memories they had created. That evening, they performed together on the main stage, just like they had a year ago. Their voices harmonized perfectly, their love shining through their music. The crowd cheered, moved by their heartfelt performance. After the show, they sat together under the twinkling lights, holding hands. Daniel looked into Emily's eyes, his heart filled with love. "Emily, I've missed you so much. Being away from you has made me realize that I can't live without you. I want us to be together, no matter what." Emily's eyes filled with tears of joy. "Daniel, I feel the same. Let's find a way to make it work, together." They decided to move to New York together, combining their talents and pursuing their dreams as a team. Emily found opportunities to perform in the city's vibrant music scene, while Daniel continued his work at the conservatory. They supported each other, their love and music growing stronger every day. Chapter 7, the finale. Emily and Daniel's decision to be together marked the beginning of a new chapter in their lives. They moved into a cozy apartment in Brooklyn, filling it with love and music. Their bond grew even stronger as they navigated the challenges of their new life together. They continued to collaborate on their music, creating beautiful compositions that resonated with audiences. Their performances in New York City gained popularity, and they soon found themselves performing at prestigious venues and events. As their careers flourished, so did their love. They supported each other through thick and thin, their relationship becoming a source of strength and inspiration. They celebrated each other's successes and comforted each other during difficult times, always standing by each other's side. One evening, after a particularly successful performance at a renowned music festival, Daniel took Emily to a quiet spot by the river. The city lights reflected on the water, creating a romantic ambience. Daniel got down on one knee, holding out a ring. "Emily, you are my muse, my love, my everything. Will you marry me?" Daniel asked, his voice filled with emotion.